Hi everybody and welcome back to MD Fly Fishing. What I'm going to talk about today is machined knotless tapered leaders. They cost a few quid a time. I spend £3-4 on each of mine, and if we don't look after them we'll just cut them away, changing flies, doing knots, and it just ruins them at the end of the day. But by putting a ring on it at a certain point we can use it to our advantage. So here we have the tippet rings. As you can see, they are quite small. They're on a paper clip here, for example, and these are 2 and 3 millimeter tippet rings. These are the size that you use for normal trout fishing. They are very strong. They're 25 pounds plus in strength. If you want to use any bigger flies, because of the line thickness involved, you might want to go up to a 4mm tippet ring. Here we have a standard 9-foot tapered leader, no knots. Got the fly line on the left indicated with the green, and then it's tapered down, usually 60%, 20%, 20%, and in this case 60% butt section's about £25, and then the mid section's about £15, and then it goes down to the last 20%, which is usually about 2 foot of about £8. Now normally you can put a fly ring on the end and attach your fly straight to it, but not all tapered leaders are fluorocarbon, so in this case this is what we can do. Now you can add some fluorocarbon to the end of it using a surgeon's knot, but again you're going to have to take that out at some point to extend it again. So let's look at how we actually incorporate a tippet ring onto this type of leader. First of all, what we need to do, we need to cut back at the front. The front, as I say, is about £8, and it's usually 2 or 2.5 foot depending on the length of the leader. So we cut back, say 12-16 inches, retain that piece of material if you wish, but you insert a tippet ring, and in this case a 2mm tippet ring. Now this reduces the tapered leader down to 8 foot from 9 foot. You can't go up any poundage, i.e. you've got £8 on the inside of the tippet, which means if you're going to add on, the maximum you can add on is £8 on the right hand side of the tippet, i.e. where the blue line is, but it gives you all kinds of permutations. For example, it's an 8-foot leader that you have at the moment, but who's saying you don't want to add on 2 foot, 3 foot or even 4 foot of extra line, especially if it's fluorocarbon? You can add on a little bit of £8, say for a foot or 2 foot, and then do a surgeon's knot and then add on some £6 or £4. You can make the leader longer than 9 foot, take it up to 10 or 12, and even the tippet ring in the position it's in, you can put a dropper on it, 5-inch dropper, say with a buzzer on, or tie on an indicator to that point. So when it comes to take the indicator off, all you have to do is snip the line. You don't have to start threading the indicator off the end of the line or any other complicated knots you've used within that section of the line, i.e. a lot of people, when they're competition fishing, they'll put a competition bung on, but they'll do a surgeon's knot, so you get a tag end and you can add it on from there. So it's a good opportunity, one, to save your tippet, because you put the tippet ring in just slightly under its maximum length, because you now know from the tippet ring back to the fly line that is never ever going to get compromised. The only bit you're going to lose is from the tippet ring to your point fly, and that could be only 2 or 3 foot of fluorocarbon, which means you've saved your tapered leader, which means you can use it for a long time and you're not going to cut into it. Trial and error, see what's best for you. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.